Alright, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to find the distance of line segment MN. So we're going to be finding the distance using the Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So the distance is always this value, this c. Distance from M to N. A doesn't really matter how you choose it. I just like to keep it consistent with the horizontal distance. So we're going to say A is the horizontal distance. And B is the vertical distance. Remember, it's a distance, therefore our answer has to have, best way put, it needs to have an answer that is a positive integer greater than 0. Okay, so let's find A. So let's start on this point. So we can just count the distance starting at this point. This point is considered to be 0, and then we're going to move on forward, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I believe it's 12 units. I say I believe because it could be wrong. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to try out the absolute value. A is equal to the absolute value between x2 minus x1. So what that's saying is the distance, this is like x2, x1. So x1 is located at 5, and x2 is located at negative, it's negative 5, and x2 is located at 7, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is just another way that I showed you guys before that you can kind of figure out an answer without counting, because if the numbers are too big and you do want to use the Pythagorean theorem, this is the more efficient way to represent it. And I'll do that just for B to show you as well. A is equal to 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5, you get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So A is equal to 12. Well, look at that. Exactly what we got here. Either way is right. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's preference, but this is more efficient when the numbers are bigger. Like here, there's no doubt that I'm going to skip count, but we'll just do the way from there. 0, 1, 2, 3. Again, you start here, 0. Can't count that because that's where you start. 0, 1, 2, 3. So that's 3. It's 3 units. I want to verify it. B is equal to the absolute value of y2 minus y1. So this value here is at negative 10. Yeah, negative 10. So B is equal to the absolute value of negative 10 minus negative 7. So now we're at B is equal to negative 10 plus 7. Then you get B is equal to the absolute value of negative 3. Well, anything that's absolute value becomes positive, so we get B is equal to 3. So we did it right, good. Plus 3 squared equals c squared. A question I do see often, or not even a question, an assumption a lot of students do or have, is they try to count the slant. You can't count a slant. That's why the distance formula of Pythagorean theorem is useful, because you can't count the slants. 12 times 12, 144, plus 9 equals c squared. 144 plus 9 gets you 153. I think it's divisible. So then we're going to square root both sides. If you want a decimal answer, you just use your calculator. 153 square rooted, you get 12.37. We're going to hundredths. If you want to have a neat looking answer, then let's do that. Let's move this over so we can focus on the work right here. Alright, so we have our answer, 153. This could be broken down to 3 and 51, I think it is. Yeah. Well, 51 is divisible by 3 as well. You get 3 and 17. So I circled my prime numbers. So all we did was we broke 153 down to the prime numbers that make it up. So now we have C is equal to the square root of 3 times 17. From here, we take the pairs and move them out. So we need 2 of the same number to move it out of the square root. If it was a cube, then we would take 3 numbers out. Because what's 3 times 3? 3 times 3 is 9. So we pull out the 9, and you're left with this answer. 3 square root 17 equals C. So either these answers are right. I mean, technically even this answer is right. But it's a skill that you might need.